I can start off by summarizing my journey to the Gavel Club the same way as anybody else. I went to the interview, I did YLP, and then I joined the Gavel Club. It seems simple, but that is just not the truth. My journey to Gavel Club started off with my dislikes. I hate extracurricular activities, and especially those that were forced on me by my parents. So imagine my surprise when one morning I found out that my mom had signed me up for something called the Youth Leadership Program. I was upset. I threw a tantrum. I said, I'm not going to go. I don't want to go. This is not fair. Despite my refusal and hatred for this extracurricular activity, I ended up going to the interview 2 weeks later. That morning started off with my mom barging into my room and waking me up, yelling, Rishi, we're going to be late. You got to go. You got to go. I was completely confused. Late for what? I don't have any events or classes today. 2 minutes later, she comes back in and yells, for your YLP interview, let's go. And it was at this point that it dawned on me that, oh, I guess we're still doing this. So I got in the car, got ready, and we were on our way. Through the car ride, because this was a 15-minute car ride, tons of questions came to me. I was thinking about how I would do this. How would I respond to these questions? How would I talk? Who's going to interview me? How does this YLP thing work? And as I got there, I was met by, frankly, an intimidating lady who introduced herself as Savitha Setlur. And to me, this was the starting point of my career as a speaker. Just a few minutes before, I had watched my best friend go up and take his interview. This allowed me time to do nothing more than panic to the second level. I was freaking out. I had no idea how I was going to answer these questions. I was wondering, how do I formulate a response? In hindsight, this situation was completely ironic, considering that I was having trouble speaking at an interview for a public speaking class. So I went in and I gave my interview and I walked out. My mind a blur. I had no idea what was going to happen. I had just abruptly been woken up and I had gone to this interview. A few weeks later, I attended the YLP session. And again, I did not particularly like it. It meant I had to do work because I had to do some writing and I had to speak and I had to go up and do stuff. And I didn't particularly like this. But as I continued to go to the classes, I realized that there was actually a method to the madness, if you will. And I understood that this program was going to help me in more ways than I understood. I began to put more effort into my speeches. I began to go up to the lectern with confidence. My voice became louder, and I was able to speak with less filler words. Overall, as a speaker, I had improved just because of a few short weeks of instruction. And then I joined the Gavel Club. The first Gavel Club meeting I went to was confusing. I had no idea what was going on. They had taught none of this at YLP. I was completely confused. And as I kept continuing to attend, I began to realize that it was not so different in that it allowed me to be better as a speaker through more rigorous standards. As I went through these various projects and speeches that I was tasked to complete, my speaking became better overall. And in January of 2017, we had elections for officer roles within the very same Gavel Club. And within this Gavel Club, I opted to run for president. And my speech put all my skills as a speaker, an efficient communicator, and a leader into that one presentation. And I think I can attribute all of that to Toastmasters. Thank you.